Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is Friday Power Flow, and I'm taking it outside again. Back to this spot because a couple of you told me how much you enjoyed it, and one of you even recognized a whole bunch of the bird songs, the birds that were singing while I was practicing. So it's a little bit quieter this morning, a little buggier, but we're going to practice. We're going to get started in Ragdoll. So come onto your mat and join me. We'll see how this goes because I don't have my regular outdoor mat. Couldn't find it this morning. So this is a thinner mat, and well, we'll just see how it goes. Coming onto your mat and coming into your ragdoll, setting your feet at about hips width distance. They can be closer together or farther apart. And you can bring opposite elbow and you can bring opposite hand into the crook of opposite elbow, or you can let your hands dangle, maybe bring them to a block, and just a little bit of movement here. A little bit of forward and back movement if you like, side to side. I'm not going to rock too far forward because I might tip right over. Letting your head dangle. Starting to tune into your breath. A big inhale. And a big exhale. And some of you have said you like the 20-minute videos. Some of you said you prefer the 30-minute. So we'll be somewhere in between today. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens as we go with the flow. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. That is one of the beautiful things you can take away from your practice. One of the pieces is a little more go with the flow, a little less expectation, anticipation, more allowing your practice, your day to unfold. Let's take another big breath in here. And a long breath out. And then go ahead, bring your hands down to your mat and step back to your downward facing dog. And if you want to come into your child's pose, you can come into your child's pose. I did try to find a more level piece of land here, but I'm not sure it worked. That's okay. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Maybe a little bit of movement here. You can bend your knees or move your head or your hips around. Intentional movement. So noticing what you're doing, noticing how it feels, and feeling your breath. A big breath in and a long breath out. Deep inhale and a big exhale. And then from here, walk your hands back to your feet, keeping your hips high. Keep your feet at hips width distance, walk them closer together to touch, set your feet, and rise to stand. Come all the way up. Reach up, lift up. You might go back a bit. Fill up a big inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Set your gaze here. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. You can set an intention for your practice today if you like. Together, let's take a full breath in and a long breath out. As you inhale, sweep up, reach up and lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat, walk yourself out to your high push-up, high plank. Knees can be lifted or lowered here. Take a deep breath in, shift forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push-up, chaturanga. You can also drop your knees here. A big breath in, upward facing dog, maybe your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward dog or add in your child's pose. You can add in child's pose at any point during your practice. Add in different variations, just depending on what you feel and what you need today. Take another big breath in here. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, lift and reach. I'm on very bumpy ground. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, Hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another deep inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet. Big bend to your knees. You can have your feet together or apart. Bumpy ground thing is a pretty good metaphor for life, right? Feeling what you're working with here in your practice. Setting your feet intentionally. Big bend to your knees. You can reach your hands high or work with your hands at your heart. Let your shoulders soften a bit. Take a deep breath in here. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Set your feet. Rise up. Big bend in your front knee. Front foot is flat and straight. Back foot is flat. Let your back toes point a little bit forward. You can take your hands high or work with your hands at your heart. Take a long inhale. And a long exhale. If I tried to find the perfect spot for my mat out here, I wouldn't practice. So we're just going for it. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Set your feet. Strong through your back leg, big bend in your front knee. Strong through your core. Lifting up out of your hips, lengthening through your spine. Letting your breath lengthen and deepen. And sometimes you wait for everything to be perfect in life. You'll find yourself just waiting for forever. So instead, working with what you have right here, right now. I think our practice helps with this. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And it does get bumpy sometimes, right? So you can tune into your breath. Come back to your intention. Really come back to yourself. And that is one of the beautiful things about your practice. Your practice can assist you with this. Take another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, sit back. There are these really cool viney trees that I can see here. I'll try to take a video afterwards that are moving in the breeze, and they look, well, they are alive, but they actually look like living beings, like some kind of creatures out of Lord of the Rings or something like that. Take one more deep breath in here. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Rise up. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come on up. Exhale. Hands back down to your mat. Chaturanga. Low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps again. Warrior one. Rise up. Open out to your warrior two. And now I realize that maybe the reason they look so interesting is because I don't have my glasses or my contacts in. So they're a little fuzzy. Set your feet here. Big bend in your front knee. Shoulders soften. Long through your arms. Spin your palms to the sky. And take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. You can let your back hand land lightly on your back leg. Maybe you bring it around to the top of your right thigh. Opening across your chest. And lengthening through your right side body. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come up and open out now. Warrior two. Adjust your feet as needed. Let your gaze land, I would say, at one unmoving point. Let your gaze land at one point or close your eyes. Shoulders soft. My drishti right now is moving. Big bend in the front knee along through your back leg. Lengthen out through your arms, spin your palms to the sky, and take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Reaching up, go back here. You can always ease off the bend in the front knee and then come back to it. Notice if your back knee starts to unintentionally collapse. Notice if your left shoulder rolls in. Roll it back just a bit. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. One more big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, sit back, reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps. Warrior 1. Back foot flat. Rise up. Open out. Warrior 2. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps. Warrior 1. Rise up. Open out. Warrior 2. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Chaturanga. Low push-up. Hands to your mat. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Right foot steps again. Warrior 1. Rise up and open out. Warrior 2. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Parsva Konasana. Right elbow lands lightly on your right leg. Left arm extends up to the sky. Check in with your feet. Feel your back foot, especially connecting down, lengthening through your back leg. Here, slide your bottom hand down inside or outside the front foot, maybe to a block, and begin to straighten through your right leg. So coming into your triangle, Trikonasana. Once you lengthen your right leg, maybe straighten it, you might adjust where you have your right hand. You can slide it higher, move it to the outside of the leg. Check in with your left hand, your left arm, lengthening here from your bottom fingertips all the way up to the top and opening across the front of your body. Long spine, a long deep breath in, and a long breath out. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, start to let your left hand come down towards the ground, soften into your right knee, spin to the back of the ball of your back foot, and step your back foot in halfway or a third of the way. You might walk your right foot a little to your right, setting up for your forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold over your right leg as you exhale. You can soften one or both knees here. Check in with your feet. Check in with your breath. Feel what you're working with. Long breath in. And a long breath out. From here, come halfway up and set up for twisting triangle. Come up with your left hand under a block. Your left hand under your left shoulder, rather, on a block. Your right hand to your low back. Tented fingers is nice if you don't have a block. Or left hand to your right ankle. So either way, you get some lift here. The ability to lengthen through your spine. Crown of head forward, tailbone back. Now right arm goes out to the right. And then you can start to take it up towards the sky. Grounded through your feet, long and strong through your legs. Scissoring your thighs together. Check in with your breath. Maybe lighten up on your bottom hand just a bit. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, both hands down to your mat. Connect into your right foot. Lift your left leg. Standing leg raise, standing leg split. Now you can walk your hands back. Maybe catch hold of your standing ankle with one or both hands. Let your head drop here. Strong core. Take a big inhale. Lightly drop back to your kneeling lunge. Left foot steps back behind you. Left knee down, untuck your left toes. Then walk your hands up to your right knee. If you want to pad the left knee, you can. Here, hands behind your head. Fingertips just barely touch. Elbows go wide. A little bit of a back bend. Lift up. Go back. You might have some room for your hips to move forward and down. Soften your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. As you inhale, reach your arms up, lift up. As you exhale, hands down to your mat, step back, high push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog, or child's pose. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. Once more here, a big inhale, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, sit back, reach up, fold forward, exhale. What a beautiful breeze. Halfway lift, inhale, high push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Set your feet, rise up, open out, warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Come up, open out, warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps again, warrior one. Rise up, open out, warrior two. Left hand high, reverse your warrior, side angle, Parsva Konasana. Left elbow now on your left leg, right arm extends up, building from the ground up. Check in with your back foot is flat, back toes towards the side of your mat, maybe a little bit forward, long through your back leg. Here, slide your left hand down towards the ground and begin to straighten your left leg. And so long now through both legs. You might adjust where you have your left hand, maybe take it to the outside of the foot, slide it a little higher on your leg, work with it on a block. I think I said back leg, left leg, and what I meant was back leg, right leg, and your front leg is your left leg. Whatever I said, here we are, right here, right now. Grounded through both feet. Big truck coming up the road. Long through your spine, long through your arms. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale here. As you exhale, start to let your right hand come down towards the ground. Bend into your front knee, spin to the ball of your back foot, and then step your right foot in halfway or third of the way. Setting up for your forward fold. Helps to walk your left foot a little to your left. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold over the left leg. You can always adjust where you have your feet. You can always adjust your foundation. Intentional adjustments. So you make an adjustment and then you give yourself time to feel. Does it work? Can I stay? Using your breath to help you stay, to ride out all the bumps. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Now setting up for twisting triangle. Right hand under your right shoulder. Block is nice, tented fingers. Left hand to your low back. Right hand can come to your left ankle. Take the time to draw your left hip back and your right hip forward. Watch out for rounding forward. You're not going to get as much room to twist. Long spine, torso pretty much parallel to the ground. Now you can take your left arm out to the left and up to the sky. A lot of times we rush through the setup in this pose, in other poses, and the setup can be so helpful, taking our time with the setup, with the transition, entering into the pose intentionally, entering out of it intentionally, entering into anything that we do intentionally. Take a deep breath in here, both hands down to your mat, connect into your left foot, lift your right leg, standing leg raise, standing leg split. And you can bring one or both hands to your standing ankle. You might drop your head, set your gaze back behind you. Long and strong through your standing leg, lifting your right leg, strong core. Take a deep breath in here. Now, right foot drops back behind you, right knee down, kneeling lunge. Untuck your right toes. Adjust the left foot as needed. Bring your hands to your left knee and just check in here. Shoulders down and back, heart lifts. Once more, you can take your hands behind your back instead of interlacing your fingers and hanging on. Let your fingertips just barely touch. Elbows wide, gives you a little support for your head. If you like a different arm variation, you can add that in here. Letting your hips move forward and down, heart lifts. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. As you inhale, reach your hands up, you can lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Step back, high push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. A big inhale here. Exhale, blocker jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Lift up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Here, bring your feet together a little bit forward. Extend your right leg up to the sky, your three-legged dog. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. If you want to flip your dog, you can let the foot pull you over. Lifting out of your shoulders, and setting up for your half pigeon, coming back around. Right knee comes forward, left leg. You can walk it back. Maybe adjust where you have your right foot if you have some wiggle room. Little lift here. Lengthening and coming forward. If you want to set up the variation on your back, you can set up the variation on your back. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Feeling the ground beneath you. Feeling your breath within you. Letting your practice assist you in coming back into center, back into balance, so that even when things are bumpy in your life, you can still be in balance. You can still be grounded, especially when things are bumpy. It helps to slow down. Feel where you are right here, right now, especially on your mat. This bit of space, bit of support, connection. Take a long inhale and a big exhale. Once more here, breathe in, fill up. And breathe out, empty out. Set your hands on your shoulders. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. However you want to get there. Three-legged dog, a flow, tabletop, some cat-cows. With breath, a big breath in, then a long breath out. And feet together a little bit forward, left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee now for your down dog hip opener. And you can flip if you like. Take your time. Pay attention to the transition and intentionally set up your half pigeon. Now on this side. If you like the variation on your back, you can add that in. Letting your head come to land. And your hands on a block on your mat. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take a full inhale. And a big exhale. Hands under your shoulders, come on up. Take your back leg forward and lie down on your back. However you want to come onto your back. flat on your mat, set your feet about hips width distance, and come on up for your bridge or your wheel. Grounded through your feet, strong legs. Arms and hands alongside. You can interlace your fingers under your low back, maybe a block under your low back. You can add in your wheel. You can add in rest. Definitely feel that you're adding in breath. This practice, especially when we're on bumpy ground, that's when we really need our practice. But that's when it can be more challenging. You feel like you have less time to practice. Take a deep breath in here and a long breath out. One more big inhale. As you exhale, slowly come on down. Soles of your feet together. Soles of your feet together, knees wide. A big breath in. Then a long breath out. And it is the practice of showing up on your mat consistently that then will keep you getting onto your mat during the bumpy times. And that will help. Ask me how I know. Take a long breath in, then a big breath out. Here, draw your knees to your chest, give them a squeeze, and come on into your happy baby. You can grab the soles of your feet, maybe the backs of your legs. A little bit of movement. And bring your knees to your chest. Take your feet up to the sky. Hands alongside you under your hips. You can keep your head and shoulders down or lift your head and shoulders. Extend through your arms. Strong core. Lower your legs down in front of you very slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I'm sliding down my mat. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hover and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Any last movements, adjustments that you might need? And settle into Shavasana. And keep your legs long. Come back to Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe take your legs up. And allow yourself to be supported. This connection we have here. Take a deep breath in. Then a long breath out. Here you can wiggle your fingers and toes, just bring a little move back to your body. When you're ready, And draw your knees to your chest. You might roll to one side. Come on up to seated. Hands to your heart. Set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Together we'll take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining me for practice today. I know these outdoor practices are a bit of an adventure. At least it feels like a bit of an adventure for me. So I hope that you enjoy them. Let me know how your practice is going. Anything you'd like to see moving forward, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment, like and subscribe, share if you haven't already. Most important, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.